Hey Taurus, we're going to do your monthly reading for the month of December 2021, which is your end of the year reading, which anything goes with this reading. Anything can pop up, right? We're actually going to be reading from the vintage Christmas tarot. Looky how cute. And I'm trying to be a little bit festive, as you can see. We haven't put up our tree in the studio yet because we are going to be renovating it, sort of, somewhat. We're actually putting in a new desk, getting rid of the big comfy couch, and making it just a little bit more professional and user-friendly for both Fluffy and myself. And yeah. So let's see what messages we have for Taurus. We just did Aries. For Taurus for the month of December 2021. So what I'm going to do is pull a spread for your past energies, your current energies, and the energies going forward. We're going to close this reading off with an oracle deck from the Witch's Yule deck. Isn't that what it's called? Season of the Witch Yule deck. For some overall advice for the spread. Okay, this is a general reading, so this may not resonate with everybody. And if it doesn't, please check out your moon and ascending signs. And if those don't resonate, better luck next month. If not, you can also check out the weekly readings that are done every Monday, usually around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes the time frame does vary. I'm trying to figure out what kind of works for me at this time as I'm revamping the channel and bringing things back. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got going forward for the month of December. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck energy is the King of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus. So for your past energies, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and the Emperor in the upright. All right, so you're completing cycles. You're getting, you're much more wiser about things that didn't work out in your past. Okay, group situations, partnerships, things like that. You're becoming a lot wiser, but you're also becoming a lot more stern. I'm getting a sense of like you've hardened up with this Emperor energy. Current energies, you got the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Three of Swords right in the smack of the middle of everything. Do not let hurt be the only thing that you're holding on to. Don't let pain take up residency in your head and heart all the time. Okay, don't let that be the reason that you've hardened up so much. Pain is a hard thing to deal with. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm somebody who's held plenty of emotional grudges myself. But having that be your focus, your prime reasoning for things, can only be a detriment to you. Don't swallow poison expecting the other person to die. Don't do those things to yourself. Don't hold on to a hot coal because you want somebody else to burn. You get my point. So with the Seven of Wands in reverse, you're not taking that movement that you need to do to get over these completely. You've kind of like gotten this far and you've kind of stopped. You're like, this is what's working for me, so I'm going to stop right here because it works. Advice going forward, you've got the Justice card, Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So you're trying to make some very good judgment calls for yourself, balancing yourself out, kind of making it a sense of, I know what I want and I know what I need to do in order to get it. So you are interested in someone, something, or have a strong inclination of what it is that you're interested in. But, with this Emperor energy in the past, with this you know, the present energy of like heartache and letting that be your more driving factor. I'm not going to do things because I don't want to get hurt again. You know, that type of mentality. All right, I'm going to do it this way because I don't want to get hurt again. You're not taking things on maybe the natural courses that you should. That type of energy, you know, it's good in some ways and bad in others because it's not your true, genuine self. You're letting fear of being hurt again be the driving factor. And we honestly do things in this world for two reasons, fear and love. And right now you're taking the more precautionary approach, the more fear-based approach. And fear tends to get a dirty, you know, type of, it has a dirty reputation. Let's just call it like that. People say fear, you know, oh, you're afraid. And we've given it this dirty connotation of, you know, or this negative connotation of like, it's a bad thing. No, I mean, you wash your hands because you don't want to get sick when you eat, right? Or you don't want to have filth on your hands. That is a fear-based action, believe it or not. Simple things, precautionary things are based out of fear. So doing things, trying not to experience them again, but basing it out of fear, it can do one of two things. It can actually hinder the process, or it can make you wiser in the process, or it can do a combination of both. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the lesser of the two. It's going to be a big old combination of all of the above. So let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Swords. Let's see where this energy is all coming from. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You've got a lot of, this hurt is all just, what I'm getting from this is you painted a picture in your mind of how you wanted things to be and the people you wanted in it, things like that. And when those people were no longer in it, the painting no longer had value. Even though there was still people that mattered, there was still places, you know, that were important. But if one thing was wrong with it, the whole painting had to go, right? It's kind of like when you say, I've always wanted to go with this person and climb the Swiss Alps. But when that person's no longer in the picture, you're like, I don't want to climb the Swiss Alps anymore, even though before that person, that was still a strong, significant dream to you. But since that person was a part of it, soiled the whole thing. You threw the baby out with the bathwater. So yeah, the pain is really causing you to make some decisions that I won't say are out of character. I won't say that aren't in proper alignment. Everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidences, that's for sure. But you're letting it be the reason for your decision making entirely and not even realizing it. Not even, like, I bet you if we broke it down, it would make more sense. But you're kind of like, no, that's not why. That's not why. But in the reality, it might very well be. So let's see what else. Let's clarify this Justice card. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely the World card. Yeah, Nine of Wands. You're definitely trying to not repeat the past. You're definitely not wanting to give, you know, any of that, any more of your energy with that Ten of Swords in reverse. You're like, yeah, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to feel that defeated and that depleted ever again. But, you know, you're still considering that situation of which hurt you so bad that you were depleted that much. So it's still taking up residency in your head. It's still there. As much as you're like, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it. But the fact that you're thinking, I don't want it, I don't want it, means it's still there. It's still a very conscious and emotional process and thought for you. So it's, as much as you're like, no, I'm over it, I'm over it. Every day you wake up with a sense of emotion about it. So are you truly over it? No, you're done with certain aspects, but you haven't done the work to really truly get over it is what I'm gaining from that. So I'm pretty sure that we have clarified a lot here, and I think the message came through pretty pronounced. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards with advice going forward for you, Taurus. And then we'll close it off with that oracle card. And there you go. So, advice moving forward, which I think we can all benefit from that from time to time, right? All right, Taurus, let's get that advice moving forward. That is too many cards. We just wanted a little bit of advice. There we go. Oh, spit those right out. So Strength card to the Hermit card in reverse, the Six of Swords. So yes, you need to really come out of that in-depth thought or that caved mentality where you kind of locked yourself away and you were like, no, I'm going to do what's safe for me. And I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to, not even bother because I'm going to live in safe mode because that protects this. And yeah, it was strengthening to you. It allowed you to, take a step back, not take so many knives to the back, things like that. But going forward, you can't live in that forever. Going forward, you have to figure out what it is that is actually going to make you emotionally stronger so that you can live. Existing is one thing, living is another. And when you're living inside of a shell of a person because you've been hurt so bad, that's not exactly healthy either. It sucks. It sucks. Pain is a horrible thing to have to deal with. Trust me, on anything, it's a horrible thing to have to deal with. But there's a reason for pain. We have toothaches to tell us that, hey, you need to stop eating so much sugary stuff and causing tooth decay. We have belly aches from when we overindulge, things like that. Pain has a purpose. It is to teach us. It is a tool. And if we sit there and we keep suppressing that pain, we never truly learn from that cycle that we're in, and we are doomed to be repeating things. So as much as you're trying to save yourself, are you hindering yourself? And that is the true question you need to ask yourself, Taurus, is me protecting me really protection at all? Because I'm not experiencing life. I'm not experiencing my true self. I'm hiding behind things, and I'm not truly living. So what good is the protection? What are you protecting yourself from? Yourself? All right, let's get you an oracle card to close this off. And your card is Snow. And what it says here is, there is beauty in the divine that settles on thy flesh. A magical enchantment bestowed in purity. So being real, being your authentic self, beautify your stuff with what comes. Enjoy life with what comes. So like I said, don't hide from everything, because what falls upon you all has a purpose. It was meant to grow you, not to slow you. And I think that is what you allowed to happen, was everything just slowed you down. Like I said, these fear-based precautionary measures don't make us more of anything. They make us less, in the sense that you're not experiencing life if you're hiding from it, and you know that. So yes, things fall on us. Snow falls on us, rain falls on us, life falls on us, but it's not meant to smash us down to the point where we can't get back up. There is nothing that will ever exist in this world that you cannot rise from. Nothing. Other than our last breath. And you certainly aren't taking that because you're watching this video. So going forward, do the work, do the things that need to be done, you know, be real, be honest, because there's good things waiting for you. Just, you got to be the one to take that veil and raise it. You've got to sit there and show yourself to the world and show this world that you are 100% your true authentic self, and that you are capable of anything and everything, including flaws, victories, successes, peaks, valleys, everything. You're allowed to have ugly days, just like you're allowed to have beautiful days. And you're most definitely allowed to have moments where you fail, because you're allowed to also have moments when you succeed and rise. And if we don't fail, we never learn the value of success. We never get to really truly enjoy it for all that it is. And like with love, you know, heartbreak comes with it sometimes, but that heartbreak allows us to concentrate on our part in the equation, become better from it, and apply it to our future so that we can better enjoy love that comes forward towards us. So you have a better, you're more humble, you have a stronger sense of the value of things, and you can better enjoy it. So if you've only ever been in a room full of light, you know, darkness is scary, but it definitely makes you appreciate the light, right? All right, Taurus, I think those messages have come through loud and clear for you. And I definitely want to wish you the best holiday season and a extremely victorious new year. And I will see you weekly, every Monday on the weekly reads. And I will also see you next month for your monthly read. Take care.